I hear them talking in the streets, but they don't say the real. We really debating the industry and what the six will feel. Cold shoulders turn to open arms when you on for real. Ain't no strangers to the bricks. Now let's build something for real. It's too real, real, it's too real, real, it's too real.
What's up, everybody? It's Too Real, the podcast. This episode, we got somebody special, man. We got not only like a legend in Jamaica, but a legend in the hip hop urban scene. You know what I mean? He's done things in music, movies. He's a trendsetter, you know, cultural set. He's good for the culture. You know what I mean? We have Louie Rankin here. What's going on, boss?
The original Jamaican Dandada was good, yo. Too real, man. It's real, ain't it? Yeah.
It's very real, very
much
real.
love, man. Much respect.
Yes.
Happy to be here, yo.
Yes, boss. Before we get into everything, like where in Jamaica are you from?
I was born in St. Thomas, grew up in the Rockfort area of Kingston. Migrated from that to the Gaza, which is Portmore, where Cartel and them from.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean, I'm like a St. Thomas born in the country, you know what I mean, but grew up in the city, came to Canada about in the late 70s, and I ended up migrating myself to New York City, where I grew up and built on my career to a destiny where it becomes success.
Even before, so when did you move to New York? Because I watched the interview about you. You moved to Brooklyn?
Yeah, I went to Brooklyn 1976 when I was really young. Yeah.
What was it like when you moved there? That's when Brooklyn was a wild place.
Wild, yeah. When I went there, man, I ended up to be like what you call a King Kong. You have to be like one of them type of character, eh?
Yeah.
Cause the street was serious, and then I was by myself. But my mission.
Oh, you moved there alone.
Yes, I leave my family in Canada and I went there alone.
Yeah, so wait, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so you moved to Canada, or first you went to Canada first, or you went to Brooklyn first?
I came to Canada from Jamaica.
To Toronto?
Yes, yeah. And I gained my permanent residency in the late 70s. I don't remember what year it was.
In Toronto.
So as soon as I get my PR card, I leave to America.
Do you remember where you lived out here in Toronto? Like when?
Yeah, Scarlet Wood Court.
Oh, okay.
Which is off Scarlet Road.
So, what age? Do you remember when you moved out to?
When I came to Toronto, I was like probably about 14, 15.
What was it like? Because like now, was there a lot of black people here then, or?
When I came here that time, to be honest with you, I've not seen any black people, man. To be honest with you, when I first came here, when I saw snow, I didn't know what snow was about, because we never talk of that in Jamaica. We used to look at even white people as ghosts or the angel from heaven, So when I come here, I seen this white stuff, the old place. I came here deep, like in December, eh? So when I come and I saw snow, I thought it was salt.
Yeah.
So I was asking my mom why so much salt on the ground. Then I'm cold, and they putting a coat on.
Yeah.
You have to put a winter coat on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, yo, what I experienced, yo, it was like straight up.
So what was that like though? Like what, you just moved from Jamaica just for like a better life, or just cause your family just like...
My family done leave Jamaica when me and my brothers and sisters was young. And they came to Canada and they built up a good life, so they get us all from Jamaica. And all of us came to Canada.
And then you just said, you know what, I'm going.
But I said, Canada is not enough for me, what I want to do, eh?
Oh, you knew? Because I read a story about basically that, like when you actually started music, you didn't really want to do music at first. You just did it with, like, you typewriter was your first song when you came out of jail.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you moved to Brooklyn, what did you want to do? Did you know that you?
Well, when I went to Brooklyn, to be honest with you, I know the music. I have to explode myself in the music industry to get to where I want to go because I always have acting on my mind. But I knew it was hard because it's not easy to get to Hollywood, eh?
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest in the industry to get there. So, you know, most of the people that you see on the movie screen or in theaters, that's a blessing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of actors don't have to even go to college for that.
True,
you just have to have that natural talent. And if you have that natural talent, then that's how it goes. Me now, thankful for Ike Williams and certain people big in the industry saw the talent in me. I never asked for it neither. It was my dream, but never asked for it. And because I never asked for it, it went viral, man, when I did it, yeah.
So when you went to Brooklyn, what were you getting into? Like, where did you live in Brooklyn?
Park Place.
Park Place?
Yeah, deep in Brooklyn.
Okay.
You know, I'm close to like Bedside area.
Okay.
Like where Biggie Smalls from.
Yeah.
So, but I was a street. I went to the street, man.
Yeah.
You know, I started out with a ounce of weed and started selling giants.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, using the money paying for studio and some of it to re-up.
Yeah.
Then it get crazy in the street where the guns are knocking and you know, people running. And I've been down that road, man. You know, end up in jail. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, because so the story is that basically you went to jail, and what did you go to jail for? You went to jail and then basically you came out. And that's when you said, "All right, this music thing is gonna be serious." So even before that, where were you getting like your beats? Where were you like?
To be honest,
how come you never thought about just going back to Jamaica and try to crack through Jamaica first and then come
to
back?
me, the days that I started out my career, man, Jamaica couldn't do it for no entertainer.
In the 70s, wasn't there like?
Man, in the 70s, it's just Bob Marley and certain people, and they was up there, but not. It's not what I was looking at. I always have the dream and the vision of America because I know that's where it's at. So, and Super Cat beside me, Ninja Man beside me, all of us beside me, but where they beside me at? America, you feel me? And that's where they get the most money. Even now, up to this day, every artist in Jamaica. Yeah, like every artist in Jamaica up to this day, to be honest with you, I'll go over that phase again. Their dream is to make at least 1 or 2 hit songs, and that can get them a visa easily to come to America. So I would say thank God for Jamaica for creating reggae music to make a lot of us that do not have no kind of hope. The music get us hope to live there and even build things in the island, because I think reggae music bringing the most money in Jamaica, other than the industries and stuff like that where the government deal with. You understand me? And that is the real stuff I'm talking about. I signed to Mesa Record, which is Warner Brothers, 1992.
As soon as you came out from jail. So can you talk about the story about how you came out of jail and then you just made that was the first song you made?
Well, that wasn't the first song I made, but that was my first biggest hit I ever made.
And that song got you
coming from jail,
and that got you a Grammy.
Yeah, that song got me a Grammy. That song also got me signed to Warner Brothers.
What year was that?
1992.
So how long?
91, 92.
So that before how long were you in jail for that period?
I was in jail for about 3 years.
So and before then you were still just making music. So like you had like a buzz in
dancehall. I was a big dancehall DJ, but I never recorded typewriter when I came out, because when I came out of jail, the sound that I used to DJ is called downbeat.
Yeah.
The Ruler. And that sound, I was a big DJ for that sound. Nobody knew I was getting out of jail because they sentenced me to 15 years. But that was in Texas by the federal government, yeah.
In Texas?
Yeah.
You got all the way from Brooklyn. Why would you go to Texas?
I was street, I'm hustling.
Yeah, okay. So the feds though, you got into it with the feds?
Yeah. They charged me for Brinks robbery. They charged me for Brinks robbery. They are so fine. couple of kilos of coke in my house in the safe, about $180,000 in cash. But that I beat that case because the house wasn't in my name and it wasn't my house. So it was mine, eh?
Yeah. So you, 3 years in the feds.
Yeah.
Where were you? Like ADL?
In Texas, near Louisiana, the federal penitentiary in Louisiana, near Texas, right at the bottom.
How was that? Like, cause you hear the feds is like they're like it's not like the state, like it's really strict. They just
the federal prison in the state is like a resort, like what I'm in right now. You can have your own phone, TV, big.
I heard that like it's kind
you can run your business in there and all that. They don't stop you from that. You just don't have no access to the outside world. That's it.
Word.
Like going out there.
Yeah.
That's it. And the time is hard because you see the feds is day for day.
Yeah.
So if they give you 10 years, you're going to do 10 years.
Yeah.
So they make sure that you're comfortable and not be suicidal. So I guess that's why the system set it up like that. So the federal joint
to make you feel
comfortable, yeah.
Okay. So then you come out. But so you never lost hope with the dream that you didn't think that music after
No, I just started writing music when I was in there. I write music for 3 years straight. I did like a couple of hits from dancehall. I did one called when I come out, I did this song, At Me Coming in Art, At Me Coming in Art, At Me Coming in Art, say Louie Ranks come back. Me said the greatest thing that ever reached history. Them lock Louie Rankin in the penitentiary.
Okay.
Put a handcuff on the sweetie daddy. The place where them bring me from a Queens County. Well, the floor where them put me from a 6 county. And I just keep going. At me coming in art, at me coming in, and I say, to free Louie Rankin money cost enough money. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, ZZ, say me coming in art. It was crazy, man, crazy. And the place was going nuts because when I came out of jail, the night it was downbeat. I think annual birthday bash, the day they released me after 3 years.
Yeah.
Downbeat, nobody in New York, no, because even the Gleaner in Jamaica, the radio in Jamaica, RJR saying that Louie Rankin gonna get life because they charging for Brinks robbery, bag of coke, bag of guns.
So everybody thought it was over.
Yeah, it was over for me. And I surprised over 2,000 people. That night, I showed up there at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Where was it, New York?
New York City in the Bronx. And the song was playing and the crowd going nuts and I walked through the crowd with a hoodie on, and just walk and say, Downbeat, give me, even Downbeat, like, get almost have a heart attack, eh? When he saw me and I said, you're right. And he gave me the mic, I'm going to walk up on stage and says, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Cause thou art with me, my AK-47, my bomber clock desert eagle. I am the original Dandara. And yo, the place lost it. I mean, lost it.
I feel you.
I'm talking about like, they can't believe it was me standing there, eh? Cause I was the news highlight, eh? That I was done, eh?
Yeah.
Man, it was crazy, man. Crazy, like a half an hour, yo. You know, that shit make tears come to my eye, yo.
Brings you back,
Yeah, man. For real.
Who else was there that night? Like you met
Shabba Ranks.
Yeah.
Liquor Twitch, Brigadier Jerry, Josie Wales, Admiral Bailey. But none of them, they was scared to even touch the mic because the way I had that crowd, it's like they know it's nothing they could do to that. Nobody don't want to hear them right now. They see the general is back, yo. Because I was the general and still is, eh?
Yeah. Okay, so, you know, the whole thing between you and, like, you and Supercat are cool, right?
Very cool, yeah. But
you guys are both the original like you guys both use that title?
Oh, yeah, but I created that. I created all that. The Dandala was originated by me. Yeah. I created that when I did typewriter. Supercat come and says, I made them call for ram it up. And Mr. Captain on the place and then I bomb it up. Dandala.
And you say Supercat's name?
I already don't, yeah. But I already give him the name in my song before saying he's a Supercat man and we are Dandala. Because he was my partner, man. We was rolling.
Yeah. And he was from New York too, right?
Oh yeah. He lived in New York,
At that time, so what after Typewriter? What you got signed to Warner Brothers?
Yeah, Mesa Record, which is Warner Brother company.
Yeah. You got what was it like a $1.6 million deal? You got
Bigger than that.
bigger than that, eh? Back then it was lit.
Yeah.
So what was next after? So you, like when did the Grammy come? When did you get that award?
Typewriter.
Yeah. So all this just came like all the success just hit you. You came out of jail.
Well, Typewriter was a big production though, because remember Trap Masters is the one that produces Typewriter, which is one of the biggest hip hop production company in America. Trap Masters, they're the one that produces.
So it was
Typewriter.
a hip hop beat, or they make reggae.
It was a remix because I had Typewriter out for Shelly record, which is Superpower record in Brooklyn, but it was in a dancehall, drunk talk.
Okay, so
then when Trap Master do it, they do
that.
Yeah, with Red Hot Logo Tone, the rappers on it.
Yeah. So it just reinvented.
But that's the one that won the Grammy. That one won the Grammy.
So when you won the Grammy, like what all the success came, like how does it feel? Like you just came out of jail. Like the turn of events wasn't that nuts?
Well, like I when I came out of jail, it's like I step up the level of dance so high because I was like the hottest thing the old thing was doing. I was the hottest thing that dealing with the streets of dancehall. Yeah. When I came back, my thing like went to sky. You know what I mean? Like the blimp. You know what I mean? So I was dealing with it. So Warner Brothers came out and they found me. Actually came and looked for me and signed me. And everything I do, man, is actually just come to me from the work that I do, I think. Because I think hard work was a blessing for me.
You put in the work even though jail couldn't stop it.
Yeah, jail couldn't stop me. Yeah. Jail even made me more successful when I came back, yeah.
So, and then after that, what was next?
And after that, that was a Showdown album after I signed. I did the Showdown album, my first album for Mesa Record. Mm-hmm. My second album was Lethal Weapon, which is for them, the same people. So then I also, what else I did? I did another album I did another 2-3 singles for Warner Brothers. I think it's called, one of them called Put Down the Gun, and the other one was Jamaica.
So while this was going on, were you based in Jamaica or New York at this time?
New York.
So like
Jamaica.
How was it
I always have a home in Jamaica.
Every time you touch back in Jamaica, what was it like? Because it's not like they're seeing you. You know, a lot of artists there lived there at the time. It's not like they were seeing you.
Oh, can I ask him right there? When I go to Jamaica, man, it's barricade, man. Crazy. Yeah.
So, obviously you always lived in Toronto, right? But before, but
actually, really, always here. But my home, Big Mansion, New York.
You moved from Toronto. From Jamaica to Toronto.
Yeah.
But I've always seen you always have a connection with Toronto. I see you sometimes with the rappers from the city. I've seen you with Noble. I've seen you with in some videos. How did you always build a connection with people here in this city? Even though you were in New York.
To be honest with you, Canada is my city. Toronto is my city. And just like I even said the other day when they gave Drake the key to the city, I'm wondering, I congratulate Drake because he's a good friend of mine. But to me, I don't want a key from no mayor for no city of Toronto. I want the mayor to appreciate me or the government to give me a key for the ghetto and the hood, like Rexdale, Scarborough, Regent Park, all them places, man. Yeah. Give me some keys for Jungle, Brampton, Malton. Give me key for the hood so I can upgrade the youth, them uplift them like DJ Khaled said, man. We uplifting, man.
Facts.
Don't give me no key when you ain't doing nothing for nobody. To be honest with you, I respect Drake as a good friend of mine, and I respect Drake. That's his business if he don't want to do things, but I don't see too much things going on. I see Birdman and them doing a lot of things for people. I seen White Cliff and them doing a lot of things, man. I seen people that's successful like me. I have a little company and I'm uplifting a lot of ghetto people. I do a lot. That's why a lot of these young independent rappers got me on their stuff, because I try to be on their stuff to uplift them. You feel me? So that's what I do. I'm trying to uplift. I'm not like Drake and stuff like that. Drake is too rich, too big and too controlling this city not to have 10 labels running and every little ghetto youth that have talent should be on Drake label right now.
So it's not. I don't think it's that easy, boss. As much as he's the biggest artist in the world for sure, but there's a lot of things to it. You know,
it is easy. You know why it's easy? First of all, Drake can get any distribution he want.
Of course.
So that make it easy. Then you know what make it more easier? Drake got millions of dollars. Money is power. Money talks.
But as you know, boss, like look when you signed, the music industry is not what it once was. So it's not for him to invest in all these people.
Drake help a lot of people. But what I'm trying to say though, I think Drake should just look at it and say, fuck it, man. Let me just throw out some millions and just try something with new talents, man. And I think it will work. Why you think all these TV shows coming up, America Got Talent, This Got Talent, those become billions of money making business, and they signing young talent at the same time. The same thing could go on here, yo. Canada is underestimating the game when Canada have a lot of talent, man.
Canada has a lot of talent.
Why do you think they love me, yo? Because I know it can work. It's just we have to know what we're doing, man. How do you think the white man, I'm not a racist, but the white man sit down and they make a plan. And believe me, when they start that plan they make, it becomes so successful. So it's nothing. If right now Drake come to me right now and say, Ax, I need you beside me. Let's do this and let's do that. Do you know how many kids I know with serious talent that even way better than Drake? I know them. I can bring them. Guess what? We gonna get them distributed, and that's another extra 200 million in the bank, yo.
Boss, 200 million. But remember, like you said, look how when you got your deal, right? Look at stuff in the 90s. It's not the same anymore. Like now it's streaming. Now it's not album sales. Like people don't sell millions of records anymore. The music industry is not the same as it once was. There's still money in it for the big guys, but
I'm wondering why though. Why?
Why is it not?
Answer that question. Why?
Because of the internet. Because of streaming. Streaming. You know what they do for streaming now? You know, like Apple Music.
You so right, man.
Have you heard of Apple?
I don't even want to curse right now, but you so right. I think the internet destroyed the old talent of what the money should be making, man.
Of course it did. Because now people don't have to buy music. So
well, guess what? It's only people like me make money. Do you know how many videos I have on the internet? And every time I do one of them videos, minimum 10 grand I charge to do it, eh? These little youth in the street pay me 5 grand and 10 grand, eh? And guess where that goes? Just the internet. You watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how they pay someone money to do this. This shit ain't even selling.
Exactly, but
they got them out there, and that's how they live off. Yeah, so they go to the street and just make sure the crack keeps selling, the weed keeps selling. You feel me? Yeah. And then you know what? I'm making another video. I'm gonna call Ox, yo. And I have to support them because guess what? That keep them out of certain things too, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't see what I'm seeing, the vision of the street, man.
No, you're right, man. That's what
I am an idol that I'm always going to represent the street until the day I die, yo.
Yeah.
Real talk, yo.
Facts.
I'm for the streets, yo. That's it. Yeah.
No, but your ideology is right, but you know, I just feel like it's that's what the show's all about, basically trying to uplift the artists in the city.
Exactly.
But you know, it's just hard because first thing, a lot of people, like you said, the street can't even get across the border. You know
I understand exactly what you're saying.
There's a lot of things hindering Canada. You know what I mean? So it's like the music industry is, like you said, America is like you left.
Yes.
A lot of people here cannot leave.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of things hindering us in Canada. You know.
Exactly. And now the government signing, even if you have talent, no matter how good you is, you got a criminal record, you can't even leave the country.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. I don't know what's going on, man. It's like
and you know. And even labels, you know, now they're signing 360 deals where you don't even own your stuff. You don't even you only get an advance, and you don't really make money. So there's not really much money in the music industry besides being independent. You know what I mean?
Oh, you own your label and let them sign the label. Don't sign you. See, a lot of artists don't understand. You don't sign to a industrial label right now. You create a company and then sign yourself to your company and let them sign your company for distribution. You understand? Mm-hmm. That's the smartest way to go about it. That's the only way to make a success on the whole business right now. You know, because if you sign to them, they can sign you off when they want.
What was it like when you got the call from Hype Williams to... You already knew him because he shot your video, right?
Yeah.
He shot Typewriter?
Typewriter, yeah. Yeah.
So what was it like when he already had you in mind for that part, right?
He already wrote the whole thing for me. And even the script, they all was my line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you history on Belly. It seems to talk about it, which is the biggest movie up to this day right now. As
It's a classic.
yeah, hip hop movie. It's the biggest thing ever after Scarface. That's like the black version, eh?
Facts.
So it's like they couldn't find me because I was traveling so much. But I had a show in Queens one night at the Amazuro, very famous place, and all of a sudden I seen like about 20 security coming to the stage. When I enter the stage, as soon as they say, "Well, Louie, welcome Louie Rankin," and I walk on the stage to start performing, I see security, and I see a woman, which is the casting director. Her name is Winsome Sinclair. Then I look in the crowd and I know I see Ike Williams. So they stand up on the back of the stage and never move, but I'm there tearing the place apart, eh? So then after I finish, I throw the mic down on the stage and run into the back. Security stopped me, so I get upset and pushing them off, and they say, "Ike Williams want to talk to you." So when I heard the name, I stopped now and calmed down, eh? So Ike just come to me and said, "Louie, I need you in Manhattan tomorrow, man. Here's the card with the address. Please, can you come down here tomorrow? It's very, very important." So I took the card. I knew it was serious shit once he told me that. Yeah. So
you guys at the time, he didn't say it was for a movie. He just said, "Just come."
Yeah. He didn't tell me it was a movie or not until I went there. I found out. And then he telling me about the movie and what the movie based on. And I just said, all right.
Yeah. The movie's a classic.
And he just write out a contract. Then he sent it to my lawyer because Bruce Jackson was my lawyer, one of the biggest lawyers. He lawyer for Mary J, P. Diddy, all of them. That was my lawyer then. So he called me. I said, "Louie, I just got a contract for you with a lot of zeros on it, eh?"
Sounds like something a lawyer would say, you know what I mean?
I'm saying, "Is it from Ike Williams?" And he said, "Yeah." He says, "It's a movie, Belly. They got you playing a role like Al Pacino, Scarface, eh?"
Yeah.
And I'm saying to him, "So almost zeros on it." He says, "You need to come down here. It's a lot of zeros, eh?" So I just jumped in my fucking Mercedes Benz and start shooting night because I heard that. I want to go see this shit right away, man, you know. So then when we get on set, man, I locked on that movie. Ike Williams was so disappointed. He wanted to have me more. He wished he had to have me in more scenes, even though I played enough.
No,
but he wanted me because I carried the movie so hard. He wanted me. Man.
You definitely,
that was a blessing, Belly.
That's
Ike Williams for that.
That movie it's a classic.
Classic, yeah.
Classic. Yeah. What was it like? Had you met DMX and Nas before then?
I know DMX and Nas before that. We was like, we associate. Because I was in the industry before that.
I know for sure. But then, during that time of Belly, DMX was going through some of his phases.
Yeah,
do you remember?
X was smoking on. He used to chill in my trailer while we're doing Belly, and every time he's drinking NSC, I'm sitting there looking at him, and he's smoking and going back on set. So he did like that, you know what I mean? He did like that, you know?
There's like a story that I'm not too sure how true it is, but there's a story about like basically when Belly was going on, that basically you must have got locked up, and then the whole set was looking for you. And then
Belly was like, I'm telling you, man, it's a drama. My life is a history. Or when I was doing Belly, I finished most of the scene in America, right?
Yeah.
So I had to come to Canada because this is where my documents is and my passport was expired. Mm-hmm. So I had to come back to Canada to get it renewed and to reach Jamaica within 3 days, which I pay for expedite for my passport. But I had a warrant over here for about 7 years or more.
Yeah.
And I was at Scarlet Road. I went back to Scarlet Road in Scarlet Wood Court. getting a confrontation with somebody when I flew from America and came here.
Yeah.
No, I didn't flew. I drove here. I drove my car. I drove my Mercedes-Benz over here and parked it at my mom's house. So I was here thinking I'm picking up my passport the Friday, going to Jamaica the Saturday. Because the whole team was already in Jamaica. BMX, everybody's there. And they cannot film them without me.
Obviously, they need
So it was crazy, man. So I get in a confrontation. Police end up coming there. And police end up trying to hold me, and I push the police, and he saying he gonna charge me for assault and obstruction or some bullshit, and then they took my ID and then he come up with a warrant.
Yeah.
They locked me the fuck up, man. They locked me up the Friday, the Thursday night.
One day they let you on the Friday.
Man, they locked me up like late Friday. Was it? Yeah.
It could be Friday.
Yeah. I stayed in jail till the Monday.
Yeah, fuck.
I was supposed to go to Jamaica,
and the whole time you know that you're supposed to be shooting.
The Belly production paid for a lawyer from Jamaica. Have a lawyer flew from fucking somewhere, Ottawa, to come to court to get me in to get on that plane.
Yeah, because
it was but I got on the plane, but it was Monday though. So
during the time, those 2 days, were you able to contact Hype and let him know that what happened, or he just?
No, they was Hype was contacting my people.
Okay.
My wife, my mom, my brothers, they all was talking to them.
That's nuts, man. But
so I couldn't talk to nobody. I was locked the fuck up.
Yeah. And you've also been in another legendary movie, man, Shottas.
Oh yeah.
Even that movie, because it's crazy seeing that, because last you did the recent video with DJ Khaled and Nas, right?
Yeah.
What was it like to even know, seeing DJ Khaled being in Shottas from then, like to see him how he is now?
I'm the one that got him in Shottas.
Yeah.
Me and Khaled was friends for many years, man. That's why you see that video so big, and see the way you do the video. You make that video a music, a video movie type. Yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Major hit too. Major hit.
What is it? How different is he now? Like compared to then? Like you see him then, he looks completely.
He's still the same.
Still the same?
Khaled's still the same.
Always been talking like that?
Always. And he got all this money now, but still funny and still the same.
Yeah.
He never changed. And that's what I respect about DJ Khaled, I do. He don't change. The money don't change him, nothing. He just want to keep showing people that you just can be you and just be you and make money like you. Can be you. Yeah.
You just put out another movie recently that was in the theaters at Woodbine Reed.
A Small World.
What's that about?
It's a Jamaican movie. This guy character loses a jacket, flew from Jamaica, come here, but in the meantime, this guy's also my enemy. This movie is real funny, man. I wish you had to come see it. I was at the theater. You should hear the way people laughing, man.
It's a comedy.
No, it's gangster, about comedy gangster.
Okay.
Like Bad Boys.
Okay.
Shit.
So only time they could see it is in theaters. How can people see it?
It's gonna be released. It's gonna be on Netflix, and it's also gonna be distributed on DVD.
Okay, nah,
but it's already premiering in theater. It's gonna premiere in Jamaica at Carib, because I'm getting it in Carib.
Okay.
And they right now the producer is planning a Canada tour with it.
Okay.
So see if we can just go do like about everywhere in Canada. We do theater and just charge people like a tour.
Exactly. You ever think about submitting it to the Toronto Film Festival?
We don't need to do that.
Okay.
I already have Connect, man. I'm an actor. I'm a licensed actor. Screen Actors Guild, man.
Before we get out of here, like there's a lot of controversy about people tapping into the dancehall sound now. You know what I mean? Like from rap, whether it's R&B, people that may not have the roots of Jamaica or even Caribbean at all. You know what I mean?
You want me to explain that? I'm glad you asked me a question like that. As a legendary dancehall artist, I think a lot of these artists right now, can I curse?
Of course.
A lot of these artists right now is bowing below the reggae music. They bowing. Some of them are suck dick. Some of them are go to bottom and fuck people in them ass and them thing there. A lot of these artists is not reggae. Reggae, if you listen to reggae, you have to listen to Beres Hammond, Morgan Heritage, Luciano, and all those artists where Bob Marley set a trend and set the foundation. This is a hustling. Don't you look at these artists that they have in Jamaica right now. They listen to the rappers them in America and then take their lyrics and put it and take their songs and cross it over.
You're saying...
They, man, yo, so many artists have to move them bum buck.
Oh, you're saying the new Jamaican artists?
A lot of these new artists.
Oh, they're not keeping
They're
it
not
traditional.
reggae artists.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what they are? Imposters.
You
to the reggae music. Influence.
You're not just talking
bad
about
influence.
You're not just talking about hip hop. You're talking about the artists from Jamaica. You feel like they're not doing.
No,
They're not doing
ain't
dancehall?
nothing wrong with hip hop music. Hip hop is America. That's their culture. Our culture is reggae.
So
and
you're
these
saying...
young artists right now is not living to our culture. They living behind a crossover type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They live into the crossover type of stuff and they're selling out. And these white men come down there and give them a bag of money and buy them a Mercedes Benz and they suck their dicks. That's what it is.
Which reggae artists do you like now? Do you feel like that's keeping it original?
Bounty Killer.
You still just listening to the guys from before? You're not even listening.
Ninja Man.
Oh, you're still talking about the
Shabba Ranks.
So you don't listen to Alkaline, Conscious, none of that?
I listen to Alkaline. And I like Movado as a new artist. So to be honest with you, I give it to Movado. Yeah. Movado is very cultural. Okay. So I love Movado. Alkaline, he's saying he's a hype artist. I'm not into the hype artist thing, but he's a good artist. Okay. But he's in the hype thing. I'm not on that.
So is there any new artists? Is there any new artists that you feel that are keeping the real dancehall thing going?
There's a few of them. You know, it's all right. You know, cause you have one artist says, "Take a good look." Him naming at the blood clot book. I forgot his name. I like that artist. I like a few of them. But to be honest with you, if I'm driving my car, I'm listening to Luciano, I am listening to a Ninja Man or Bounty Killer, eh? Or if I'm not listening to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be there listening to a bag of Alkaline or a bag of that and all these little fucking idiot talking the same bullshit, man. I'm not on that. I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? After your consciousness, I listen to Movado too. I have a whole CD of Movado, not because he's my friend, but the youth sing good songs.
But you don't have a problem with the Drakes, the Chris Browns, the Tory Lanez that are like taking a little bit of influence in making dancehall / pop music. You know what I mean? Like the Major Lazer, like it's all over the world now. Like the dancehall sound.
But I love that because cool. They will make not because I'm saying about what these young artists of Jamaica doing. I'm only saying they're not keeping the culture up. They're going crossover, following other country. Because if you listen to the dancehall music that's going on in Jamaica, they're taking hip-hop rhythm and going on it. That's not your culture.
Yeah.
It's not your culture. You understand? And you cannot believe that you have to do that to be successful because Bob Marley made success with reggae music to the top. We all can do it.
Yeah.
Why sell out and try to go crossover? That's my question.
All right, Ox, man. Anything you want to leave the people with, where they can find you? Any new
projects? Just love, man. You know what I mean? Just highlight me. They can catch me as Louie Rankin, Instagram, Facebook, man. And, you know what I mean? My PA, they check those things.
Yeah. When can they expect any new project? The Small World. When will
Small
it be on
World
Netflix?
about, man. There's another movie I'm about to start shooting called The Wrong House. There's one also almost finished called Ice City.
Did you also do a movie with Bang of Smurf? I saw him.
Yeah. You Ain't No Killer.
Okay.
Yeah, from Trinidad. Yeah.
Where can they find that?
That movie is a website, TV website movie. It's not. I don't know. They released some parts of it. I don't know what's going on with that. To be honest with you.
Yeah. All right. So that's Ox, man. Everybody, show love. Go hail him up. Thank you for coming for the episode and. It's too real.
Yeah, man, y'all alright, man. Hit me up on my Instagram, Louie Rankin, yo. LOUIEOXRANKIN, man. Alright, me. And much love to y'all, man. It's the original down to the straight love from the street. to Hollywood, and I'm still in the streets, eh? Big up my little artist, my son Little Wicked. Big up all the people and big up everybody, man. Brampton, everywhere. T-Dot, we love you, straight up Brooklyn, all the way, man. Jay-Z, man, don't be mad at me because I disrespect you, dog. It's a reality, yo.
Yeah, I heard about his daughter?
Yeah, that's the reality, Jay. I love you, Jigga, man. We know each other for the longest, man. It's all good, man. Just don't act like your kid is more better than everybody else. That's all I was trying to say. And it's not wasn't you I'm talking about, it was the critics I was really talking about. That's why I said fuck you and fuck Beyonce and fuck the baby, because I don't want to hear that, because we all love our baby. Everybody love their baby, man. I got my baby in my lap right now, talking this interview right now. We love our baby, yo.
Yeah, it's too real.
Most love.